determine sample size when given two populations.
So for two population proportions, the margin of error is given in this formula. I highlighted the P1 and N1 section blue to remind me that that's my first population, and I highlighted the P2 and the N2 green because that's my second population. So when we're solving for N, we're going to get this equation, which again I've highlighted the first population blue and the second population green. I've also highlighted that Z sub alpha divided by 2 is red and our margin of error is orange. This helps me organize and prepare to plug everything into the equation.
So do you get it?
No! Well, let's do an example. A veterinarian wishes to estimate the difference between male and female cats who consume the recommended daily intake of Xxx indoor cat food. What sample size should be obtained if she wishes the estimate be within 5 percentage points with a 95% confidence, assuming
she uses the result from Xxx 2001 to 2002 Indoor Cat Food Survey, and according to it, 50.2% males and 49.8% females consume the recommended daily intake of indoor cat food.
And we can see that there's two populations that we're trying to get. So the first one is the 50.2% of males, and the second one is the 49.8% females. This will be giving us our P1 and our P2. If we look back at our original problem, we can see that we are given the margin of error,
which will be 0.05,
and the confidence. And in that confidence, we can find alpha. We almost have all the parts of the equation that we need to find the sample size, but first we need to find Z sub alpha divided by 2. So we found that our alpha was 0.05, so we have 0.05 divided by 2 equals 0.025, and we're going to use our calculator function, inverse norm. And to get to that calculator function, you do second vars, and then you go to number 3, which is inverse norm, and we will type in 1 minus 0.025. We will leave the mean and the standard deviation the same and click enter. And when you click enter, you'll be getting 1.696. I did my first P right there, my second P right there, my Z sub alpha divided by 2, and my margin of error. So now that we've found all the parts to our equation, let's plug it in. And I found the answer to be 768.3. When we find the sample size, we always round up no matter what decimal point it is. So the answer is 769. Do you get it now?
Yep, sure do.